Hello, welcome back to my channel. So I thought I would do a Halloween-ish type of nails. So I've got a thing out because I've got to crack the girl out, get her used to being, famous. So I'm using some nail sugar glitters. I forgot what they were called. I didn't look when I just saw that. And that's a black acrylic I bought from a company called Indeed when I first started doing nails about 2 years ago. That's how much I've used black. I've got some iridescent stickers as well that I bought off of AliExpress, I think, ages ago. If I can find a link, I will put it up. But to be honest, I actually forgot I had these stickers. I've got so much stuff, I forgot I've got this stuff. So I thought, right, let me give it a go and we'll try and see what we're doing. So I'm just deciding which ones to use, I'm not sure. So I've got to fast forward this bit because it's long. It took me like half an hour or so. Actually, no, to be honest with you, it took me about 45 minutes. Anyway, so some of it I didn't do on camera because it just takes too long. So I've got the black. Now, when you use a black acrylic, it's right sticky, horrible, nasty stuff. And I haven't got my ratio right, so it's a bit thick. And really, if you get your liquid to powder ratio right, you can paint it on in one go and that's it. But I don't hardly ever use black, so I'm just bunging it on. So here I am, just bunging it on. I mean, the stuff is sticky, boy. But when I watch other videos, a lot of people don't like to use black. So I just thought I'd go all the way down the tip, putting black on. Now every single nail is black, but I've done a different design on them. So that's why I'm recording every nail as opposed to just one colour and then doing the design after. So what I thought I'd do was, at first I thought I'd do a glitter fade with the glitter, but I'm not. I was like, niche, come on. It looks crap, so make it just, as Natalie Mudridge would say, cut that out shit out with glitter. So that's what I did, covered it up with glitter. So the glitter I am using is called Freak or Unique, and the fine glitter that I showed at the beginning is called Black Magic. So what I do on the pinky is I completely just cover it in glitter, because why not? Glitter makes everything look so pretty and covers up so many mistakes. So there we go, blah 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 blah. Right, so if you notice, I wipe my brush a lot because black stains, it will get in your brush. You've got to make sure when you use black you really clean your brush out really well. So on my ring finger, think about that, I'm just doing a whole complete black nail because I'm going to put something on it later on. So I just put enough on just to cover the nail because I want it a complete cover. I'm not too worried about the ones with glitter because glitter's covering it, but with the complete nail I want it covered completely in black. So I just make sure that it's all covered in black. Oh, and by the way, my thumb is so sore I had to cover it. But at the end of the video you notice that my thumb's not covered anymore because it started soaking up a little bit of monomer. So I thought, maybe take that off. I don't really want that on my skin. Yeah, so just make sure, you've got, when you're doing black, or really when you do any acrylic, you've got to make sure your cuticle's really tidy. You don't get it on your client's skin if you're doing it on clients or people. I did. I got it all over Thing, but Thing didn't mind. She just sat there quite happily, getting her nails done for free, I must add. Right, so on this nail, what I did was a swoosh. I went down, it wasn't intentional, but I just thought, I'll leave it as a swoosh. So now I'm using, I can't remember what it's called, I just said it, because it's in the other room. So what I did was I just cleaned it off and just done a swoosh with the black. And then what I did was I just got some clear acrylic and just painted it on the clear bit and then just put glitter on it. And then if I needed any more, what I did was I just put a bit of glitter, a tiny bit of acrylic on my brush and then dipped it in the glitter and then just rubbed it on. I tried to cover it as much as I could with glitter. So there isn't too many patches. I hope there's no patches. I don't see any patches at the end, but somebody might see them, but it is what it is. So there we go, I'm just putting on the glitter. Right, so for the ring finger, I thought I'll try something different. it didn't really turn out how I expected it to. And I'm not that great. So what I did was I thought I'll do a black nail, but then I'll put some purple stuff. I forgot what it was called. Purple pigment. Going through it like a marble. It didn't turn out how I wanted it to turn out. It weren't that great, actually, to be honest with you. It looked alright here, but once I top coated it with acrylic, it went really dull. And then I top coated it with top coat and it went even dull. So you can't really see it. But what I did was I just put the black on the nail, and then what I did was I just got a bit of pigment and I just sort of swished it through like a marble. And then I realised that don't look that great, so I added a bit of the fine glitter just to give it a bit of a sparkle. You know, just to give it something. I had to go back around the cuticle because it was a bit rough. I didn't want to go over the... I thought I could keep the purple really vivid like I did when I put it on. That didn't work out. But, you know, I'm learning. We're all learning together. So, for the thumb, I do the exact same as I did with the little finger. I just covered it in black acrylic and then I just covered it in glitter. Because I didn't know what to do, and on other, you know, people say you don't really get to see a thumb because when you show someone your hands, you show them your hands, you don't really show them your thumb, especially in pictures and stuff like that. So I just thought, you know, I know it's not a real person, but my thinking was, well, no one's going to get to see the pinky if it was a real person, so I mean the thumb if it was a real person, so I'll just do it like the pinky. So I'm just putting glitter all over it again like I did with the little pinky finger, just covering it, make sure that there's enough, dipping my brush in some clear acrylic, dipping it in the raw glitter, and then just putting it on the thumb, making sure the cuticles are clean, the side walls are clean, and that it's not all over the place. You know, I'm not, you know what, I'm quite happy with it. I'm a bit gutted how my index finger turned out, because I wish it turned out a bit more vibrant. But it didn't. It is what it is. You know, I'll have to just figure out why that happened. Maybe do something about it. I don't know. Yeah, so I just put on a bit of acrylic. I mean, a bit of glitter. Sorry, you know what? I sit here and I'm blah 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 blah. I talk blah 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 because my brain is like blah blah. Right. So, what I do in my next image is I'll show you what they look like before I top coated them. Did I top coat them? Yeah. So what I did was I actually, before I top coated them all, I stuck my stickers on my index, on my ring finger. So I got a zombie hand and put it at the bottom. I didn't even realise I had these stickers. I've got flames and everything. I just ordered loads of stuff. My lordy lordy. But it doesn't matter. So yeah, it didn't stick very well at first. It came off, but then once it gone on, it stuck quite nice. And I quite like the way it looks. It looks really nice. But when you top coat it, the iridescence really pops. That's what I like about the iridescent like stickers. They just go, pew. Hi. So now I was trying to figure out which. I wanted to put a pumpkin, but I wasn't sure which size pumpkin. I've got a larger one and a smaller one, and then I decided I'd go for a ghost, because why not? So as you can see, I put a flame on my thumb, so it looks quite nice. It's iridescent, nice, pretty. So that's them on. So my next, oh yeah, now I'm top coating it. So I'm giving it a bit of a clear coat. Oh, so I've clear coated everything, that's right. But now I'm giving my ring finger just a bit of a clear coat just to cover them, so that when I file it, I don't file into them. Whenever you put any arts on your nails and you're using acrylic, always put a bit of a, look, see how it comes out nice. Put a bit of acrylic on the top, just so that when you file and shape your nail, you don't file into your design, or you don't file into whatever you put in your embellishment or whatever. Just, yeah, make sure you've got enough. If you cover a glitter, you know your glitter's going to be covered because it's going to be dull. So once you cover it and it starts to dry, it goes dull. If you've noticed it's not gone dull, it's because you've not covered it. So here they are, all filed and buffed. And what you do is, when you done an acrylic nail, you just smooth over the top with some acetone. So what I did was I took the nails out and cleaned it, only because my hand's covered in dust. So yeah, you just wipe the nail with a bit of acetone. It smooths it over a bit, gives you a bit of a better finish, really. You know, you've got to watch these videos that these experts, they just show you what you do. Brilliant. And I've got some baby wipes I bought from Tesco's, and I just cleaning thing, making sure she ain't got no bits on her hands, because I can't bear dust. I hate dust. I really don't like it on my skin. And don't like it all over my things either. So now I'm trying to just put everything back, hopefully in the right place. Yeah, so here are what they look like. Filed and buffed, and now I'm going to put on some top coat. So I had to zoom in for this. I picked it up and I'm like, that's too heavy. Zoom in, Moosh. Zoom in, zoom in. So here we go. Watch this, watch this, watch this. Bit of nail porn for you ladies and gents. Look at that. It's so shiny. Look, it's really nice, isn't it? Oh, slowly down the nail. So now if I'd realised, I would have stopped this. Not this one. Probably stopped my thumb one. And just done it in slow-mo. I didn't realise. So I'm going over me Ghosty, my zombie, and I really like them stickers. They're really, really nice. If I can find out where I got them from, I'll put them in the link. I'll link them below in the description box. But I'm just so happy with the way they look. And to be honest, they don't look too bad matte, actually. So, you know, that's it. Just making sure that they're covered completely. See the index finger? It's not as great as I thought it would be. I'm not happy with it, because it really would look really iridescent when I put it on, and it just went. I don't know where I went wrong now. And look, thumb. Oh, look at the thumb. Look at that glitter. It's just so pretty. Do love a bit of glitter. Right, okay. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I shall link everything in the description box below. And this is what they all look like when they're top coated and it's looking so shiny. I'm just so gutted you can't really see the pigment in that index finger. But you know, the idea's there. You can understand where I'm coming from, sort of. Right, so here's my close-up of them. See, they don't look too bad, I suppose. Could be better, but there you go. Yeah, it is what it is, isn't it? I like them. I really like them. Look at that, look at that. Look at that pretty. Alright. So, anyway, like I was saying, please hit like and subscribe. Any questions, please leave them in the comments box below, and I shall see if I can answer them, and if I can't, I'll send you in the right direction. Thank you for watching, and I shall hopefully see you in my next video. I don't know what I'm going to do on my next video, but I'll do something different. I'll see you all later. Ta-da! Bye!